Hello everybody, my name is Kyle3639. Welcome back to another video. Today, in this one, we're bringing you another deck profile, and in this one, it is the Toon deck profile. Yes, I am doing Toons, an archetype that's never been that good in the TCG. So you're probably asking, why the hell are you doing a Toon deck profile? It's because I'm doing Toon sealed only. Yeah, Toons won my sealed only voting, meaning I do have to do a Toon sealed only challenge. Now, that was supposed to be uploaded today, but the packages, or the packs I did order for the Toon sealed only has still not come in, so I do have to find a replacement. So I'm doing this deck profile instead. So basically, this deck profile is going to be one of those things that's like, this is the deck I'm going to be trying to build in sealed only. I think this is the best the deck can be at. So yeah, Toons has always been that archetype that, you know, everyone knows. It's very popular because it was in the anime with Pegasus using it, I think, in the first season. Yeah, so it's always been popular, but in the actual trading card game, it's nowhere near good because they balanced it where it had summoning sickness, and the summoning sickness you had to wait a turn to attack directly, and then it relied too much on the field spell, meaning if the field spell is off the field, the Toons were screwed anyways. So yeah, it was just one of those things that it wasn't that good in the TCG ever. But in this instance, I think I got the deck as best as it can be. So let's get into the deck profile. Starting off with the Blackstone Legend, the only monster, non-Toon monster in the entire deck. So its effect is you contribute this card, special summon one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck, which you're going to be doing Red Eyes Toon Dragon, but we'll get to that effect in just a second. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into your deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand, and then you only use one of those effects per turn. So yeah, it's a good 3 of, because this can get into your Red Eyes Toon Dragon, which is very good for the deck. So yeah, this is just a good way to get a Toon out on to field, and it's basically the only card you're going to be normal summoning throughout this entire deck anyway, so it's a very good card, 3 of without a doubt. Now on to the Toon, starting off with the Toon Blackluster Soldier, the absolute best Toon in the entire Toon archetype. You know why? Because it can attack on summon, it can special summon itself. It's absolutely amazing. The fact that it can attack on summon is amazing. Unlike the other Toons that have, of course, the summon sickness, this is the one card they printed that doesn't have that, and it's one of the best in the entire archetype. Basically, so you cannot be normaled or set, must be first special summoned by attributing Toons monsters from your hand or field whose total level equal 8 or more. While you control a Toon world and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, this card can attack directly. Once per turn, if you control Toon World, you can target one card on the field, banish it. So, of course, basically like Blackluster Soldier. And then it cannot attack for the turn it activated that effect. Now, this is just absolutely amazing. It gets the banish effect and attack on summon. Absolutely 3 of, without a doubt. Now, it does have that harsh condition to summon itself by triggering 8 or more, but honestly, you're not going to be summoning it that way. You're going to be cheating it out in other ways, which we'll get into just right now with Toon Dark Magician, which is also another 3 of. So it has that it cannot attack the turn it summoned, the summon sickness, but while you control a Toon world and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, this card can attack directly. Once per turn, you can discard one Toon card, so as long as the card has a Toon in its name, you can activate one of these effects. Special summon one Toon monster from the deck except Toon Dark Magician, ignoring its summoning conditions, or add one Toon spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Now, this is just a very good searcher for the deck, or, well, either search for a spell or trap, or to special summon. Usually with Toon Dark Magician, you're discarding that Toon to get Blackluster Soldier onto the field. You can special summon it from deck, which is absolutely amazing. This is why you're playing a 3 of and one of the only playables in the entire Toons. And then going into 2 ofs, it's the Red Eyes Toon Dragon. This is only getting played at 2 of because, again, it can be special summoned to Blackstone Legend and Dark Magician if you want to. So its effect is the same thing as Dark Magician's top effect. Can't attack the turn it's summoned, and while you control a Toon world, you can attack directly as long as your opponent doesn't control a Toon either. So once per turn, you can special summon one Toon monster from your hand except Red Eyes Toon Dragon, ignoring its summoning condition. Just another way to summon a Toon monster if you do draw one. Special summoning it through Red Eyes Toon Dragon's effect is absolutely amazing. It's very good. You're only playing at 2 of because, again, you are playing that Blackstone Legend, and the Blackstone Legend can pull out Red Eyes Toon Dragon. It's just a good card all around. Yeah, but just a 2 of because, again, you have other cards that can pull it out. And then finishing off the monsters is Toon Cyber Dragon. Basically, it's the same effect as Cyber Dragon. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special summon this card. And then, of course, the same thing as the Toons. It can attack at the turn and summon, and it can attack directly if it has a Toon World on field and your opponent doesn't control a Toon. So yeah, you're playing this because, surprisingly, Toon Cyber Dragon can pull out the Chimera Tech stuff. So yeah, that's why you're playing it. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon being that good way to counteract Drytrons, and then Chimera Tech Mega Fleet being able to counteract the extra deck, extra Monster Zone cards like Dragon Link and stuff like that. But you're only playing it as a one-of because, again, you're not really going into your extra deck in this case. Now on to the Spells and Traps. Pot of Extravagance, 3 of without a doubt. You do not use your extra deck whatsoever in this deck, so playing Pot of Extrav is basically amazing. You can play Pot of Prosperity if you want. Extravagance is just cheaper, and again, like I said, this is basically the deck I'm going to be trying to go for in the Sealed Only Challenge. So yeah, Pot of Extravagance is cheaper, and getting that draw 2 could be a little bit better than actually choosing just the 1, at least in this deck, because you have a shit ton of spells and traps that can be searching other stuff as well. So yeah, a 3 of without a doubt, because again, you don't use your extra deck whatsoever. Now on to the Toon cards, spell cards, is Toon Kingdom. The absolute beast of this field spell is absolutely amazing. So you can, when this card is activated, you have to banish 3 cards face down from the top of your deck, and it does have to be face down. And while this card's name becomes Toon World while it's on the field zone, and your opponent cannot target a Toon monster you control with card effects, if a Toon monster would be destroyed by a battle or card effects, you can banish 1 card from the top of your deck face down for each of those monsters instead. Absolutely ridiculous field spell to protect your Toon monsters. Very, very good field spell to have in the deck. The only problem with Toon Kingdom is you have basically no way to protect it. You do have, I think, 2 ways in the deck, maybe 3 depending on what they activate, to protect Toon Kingdom. But besides that, there's really no way to protect Toon Kingdom, and you really do want this on the field. So yeah, if you can protect this without a doubt, because this is absolutely amazing. Makes your Toons attack directly because it does become Toon World on the field. And it protects your Toons by banishing face-down cards from the top of your deck instead. So absolutely amazing field spell. 3 without a fucking doubt. Now on to the Searchers. Toon Table of Contents is a non-once per turn searcher for a Toon. Its simple effect of add 1 Toon card from your deck to your hand. As long as that monster has Toon in its name, you can search it out with Toon Table of Contents. It's not once per turn. That's 3 of without a doubt. You want to see this card. Toon Bookmark is the other searcher for the deck. Toon Bookmark is add 1 Toon World or 1 card that specifically lists Toon World in its text from the deck to your hand except Toon Bookmark, and it's only hard once per turn. Why are we playing 3 of it then when Toon Table of Contents exists? 1, it's another searcher to have in the deck, and 2, this is one of the ways to protect Toon Kingdom. If a Toon World would be destroyed by battle or destroyed by card effect, my bad, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. This is another way you can protect Toon Kingdom in this case. That's why you're playing 3 of it. It's another good searcher, even though it has the hard once per turn, unlike Table of Contents. You can protect Toon Kingdom, is why it's so very good in this deck. That's it for the Searchers. Now on to this special summoner, and also one of the best cards in the entire deck, Toon Page Flip, which is a quick play spell, which reads, if you control a Toon World, reveal 3 Toon monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one to special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions, and shuffle the rest back into your deck. Absolutely amazing to get a Toon monster from your deck. You choose Blackluster Soldier, Toon Dark Magician, and Red Eyes Toon Dragon most of the times. If you want to do the Cyber Dragon, you can, but that's the 3 I usually go for. And then getting any of those 3 are absolutely amazing, especially Toon Dark Magician, because Toon Dark Magician can just pull out another one like Blackluster Soldier from the deck anyways. Very good, and it's a quick play spell, so you can activate it during your opponent's turn if you want to as well. So yeah, very good, and you need 3 of in this deck without a doubt. You want to see this card. Only 2 comic hand to finish, or not to finish out the spells. Only 2 comic hand. Now this might be surprising because it's like it's a snatch steal for the deck. Why would you only play 2 of it? One is again, I need to fill out space, and 2, it can sometimes be a brick. If you're going first and you draw multiple of these, you're going first. They don't have an opponent. And if you don't have Toon World, or Toon Kingdom, my bad, on the field, then you can't activate it anyways. So that is one reason. Number 2, it can be searched out through the deck. It can't be searched out through Team Table of Contents because it doesn't have a Toon in its name. But it can be searched out through Toon Bookmark because it does have Toon World in its card text. So Toon Bookmark can search it out as well. So basically, if you don't know, it's Snatch Steal. So if you control a Toon World equipped to your opponent's monster, take control of it, and then it's treated as a Toon. It can attack directly, and it can attack your opponent directly if they don't control a Toon. Then if a Toon World is not on the field, destroy this card. So yeah, it's just a 2 of. Again, it's good, but I wouldn't say it's 3 of because it would cause a little bit of a brick, and you can also search it as well. And then 1 for 1 to finish out the spells. Again, this is just to get Blackstone and Legend onto the field, and that's basically it. Now on to the traps, and this is where the deck becomes more of that control style we're in right now. Summon Limit is an absolutely ridiculous card right now to have. Neither player can summon more than 2 times a turn. That's not that much of a problem. You're not summoning that much times in Toons anyway, so yeah, Summon Limit is not that much of a problem for us. 3 of without a doubt. It's a good floodgate against the combo decks. There can only be 1, also a card that does not affect the Toons. Since Blackluster Soldier, Toon Dark Magician, Red Eyes Toon Dragon, and Toon Cyber Dragon are all different types. Blackluster Soldier being a warrior, Dark Magician being a spellcaster, Red Eyes Toon being a dragon, and then Toon Cyber Dragon being a machine. Now this does fuck up your play with Blackstone and Legend getting out Red Eyes Toon Dragon, because you can't do that under There Can Only Be 1, which is okay, to be honest. As long as you can get the other 2 on field, it's perfectly fine. Does not affect the deck that much, and is a very good floodgate. Very good, put a 3 of without a doubt. 3 Solemn Strike, just another good card, a counter trap for a Solemn when opponents activate a monster effect or a monster would be summoned. Pay 1,500, negate the summon or activation, destroy it. Absolutely very good card for Solemn Strike to have. Now, only 2 Toon Terrors. Now, a lot of people are like, why only play 2? Wouldn't you want to play 3? It's basically the Solemn Judgment, or I shouldn't say that. It's basically the Toon Solomon for the deck. It can negate any spell, trap, or monster effect. Why would I play 2? 1, it's not always active. That's the kind of the problem with Toon Terror. If you draw into it, sometimes it's just not active, and it basically becomes a brick because you need Toon Kingdom on the field with a Toon monster on field as well. It's also searchable in the deck, so you can also just search this out. So yeah, I only play 2 of because, again, it's not always active, and 2, it can be searched out through the deck anyways. And then to finish out the 42 card deck is Macrocosmos, another good floodgate in the current meta with Drytrons. You know, a lot of graveyard-based strategies, you activate Macrocosmos, it can be absolutely devastating to your opponent. So that is it for the main deck. Now we do have an extra deck, which is not that important, but just to go through it, you have your Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. Again, the Cyber Dragon can pull this out. So basically, this is a good way to get basically a Polymer Super Poly. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Again, just another Super Poly thing with Cyber Dragon. Very good 3 of. 3 Nightmare Phoenix, because why not? 3 Nightmare Unicorn, because again, why not? And then 3 Big Eye, because you can actually make Big Eye in this deck and just basically steal a monster, maybe attack for that game as well. Big Eye is a very good thing to go into, but it's not always going to be your go-to because, again, you have your Toons that can attack directly anyways. So this is like very, you're only going into the Chimera Tech stuff, and that's only if you can. So yeah, that's nothing really special about the extra deck. Now onto the side deck. You don't really need to worry about the side deck. You can put your side deck on however you want it to be. For me, I do have 2 Nibiru, 3 Droll and Lockbird, 3 Dimensional Shifter, 3 Twin Twister, a Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Wiretap, and a Red Reboot. And that's basically it. So yeah, that is it for the deck profile. Now let's get into an example of what the deck can do. Now, I'm just versing a computer. This is nothing special. This is just to show you what the deck can do. So without further ado, let's just get into what it can do. Now, you do want to choose to go first if you do have the option. Let's see what I draw here. That's not very good, but it's okay. We can still play through this. He activates a banned card, but that's what computers do sometimes. We'll go 1 for 1, get the Blackstone Legend out onto field. And then, of course, activate Blackstone Legend, get the Toon Dragon onto field. Activate the effect, get Dark Magician onto field. Fortunately, we don't have a Toon Kingdom, but we do have 2 floodgates for us, which could actually help us in the long run. So let's see what we are versing against. We're versing chat. Oh, this is the Orcus bullshit. We're going to activate Summon Limit here. And then we're going to activate Macrocosmos. And that just fucks his day up. There we go. That's why this deck is so good. Ah, and there can only be one. Even better. Oh, man. This is absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, we still can't attack directly. What is this? We'll just attack. And then we will attack, and then we just have floodgates on the field. This is kind of what the Toons can do. Just get floodgates, and then just have your Toons just do the attack directly, but we don't have Toon Kingdom on the field, unfortunately. That's fine. Go ahead, do your worst. Oh, wow. You normal summon Ash Blossom. That's ridiculous. I don't know why. Oh, we draw another summon limit. That's okay. We'll just go to battle straight away. Dark Magician attack over. Oh, this is game. 25, and unless he has like a Mirror Force or something, but yep, that's game. Yeah, so that's basically one example of what the deck can do. It just basically just have floodgates in the back row and have your Toons attack directly. Now, we didn't have Toon Kingdom, unfortunately, so it couldn't attack directly, but those floodgates on our back row was the reason why we won that game. That's how the Toons work, and that's how I want it to work. Have your floodgates carry you while your Toons can attack directly, not caring about a monster on your opponent's field. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more. Again, I will be doing a Toon Sealed Only challenge when I do get the packs for it. Don't know when that's coming in. Hopefully it's somewhere this week, and I will make a video when I get those packs. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. I do upload every single day except for Sundays. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.